Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with another Starbow commentary, and I gotta say man, the first two games between Impact and Ryuong were not very exciting. Like I told you before, I haven't actually seen them before, so I didn't know what to expect, but I mean, rushing to mutas and not droning up and then rushing to lurkers and like not dropping on time and like not having your lurkers positioned well against the bio, I don't know, it was just a big mess, and it kind of makes me wonder how much Impact has actually played Starbow, because it doesn't really seem like he's played all that much. But alas, this is game number 3 between Ryuong and Impact. Impact is in the bottom right as the blue Zerb, Ryuong in the top right as the teal Terran, and Ryuong is currently up 2-0. I don't know how many games this series goes till, so it could just end right here. If so, I picked a really shitty series to cast, but hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. Shows you a little bit different perspective on a Zerg player in Starbow. And it looks like we are seeing Ryuong play pretty standard so far. Getting the Overload, I'm kind of wondering why he doesn't do the Extractor trick. Maybe he just doesn't know, but I mean, having that extra drone out for that much time, you're not throttling your larva or anything, but having that extra drone out for that much time is going to make up for the 16 minerals that you lose for canceling the Extractor. I think it's 16 minerals. Like, it's going to make up for that by far. So it really doesn't make sense to not do that, but he's choosing not to. Whatever, no big deal. Ryuong opening up with the barracks, no cheesy shenanigans going on right now. Looks like he's going with a 13 hatch instead of a 12 hatch, so switching it up a little bit. Maybe just a mistake. I mean, if your timing on your drone is a little bit off, like if it's too soon or if it's too late, sometimes you can go like 11 hatch or 13 hatch and so on, but in this situation, looks like it was a little bit late, so he went for the 13 hatch. Ryuong sending out the scout. Surprised to see that Impact isn't actually sending out a scout. He's getting his spawning pool around 13, which is fine as well. But especially on a 4-player map, it seems like you really want to scout, even as a Zerg. Obviously, Zerg really do cherish their drones, arguably much more so than other races, but what the heck is going on here? Oh, this is the SCV queuing up issues. I was like, what the heck? He's got like a nice little star pattern. I bet that's what he did. I don't know. Maybe he draws his stars weird, because I don't really see a distinct star there, come to think of it. Anyway, second drone being sent out. It looks like it was going to be a scout, but no, instead he's going to be harassing this SCV, which is another suspect play. Why do you need to harass an SCV unless you're going to go for some crazy shenanigans? But it looks like Impact's playing pretty standard. You'd think you just want to wait for some wings and keep on mining with this drone. I don't know who this guy is, and to be honest, I'm not super familiar with the players on Axiom. I'm assuming it's Axiom. But this guy just does not seem up to par. Maybe it's just the Starbow thing, but he really doesn't. First queen is out, second queen probably going to follow shortly, and I would assume one set of lings and then just droning up like crazy, and yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing. So this is basically an identical opener to what I do, just the normal 12 or 13 hatch, 12 or 13 pool. The gas was a little bit sooner, but you know, sometimes the gas comes soon, sometimes the gas comes late. I don't really pay attention that closely to when my gas comes, because I don't tend to do any specific builds. I tend to just kind of play an economic game, scout, and react to my opponent. Which, you know, with Starbow isn't the only way to play as Zerg, which is pretty cool because, you know, in Heart of the Swarm, that's basically all you can do is react to your opponent. You can't really do any kind of cheeses or any special drops and stuff like that. Whereas in Starbow, you actually can, which is a lot of fun. 2 links on the way. Looks like a command center on the way. And 2 vultures. This Marine's actually going to go down if these vultures don't come out to save it, but it looks like they'll do just that. And pretty nice timing by Ryuong, saving the Marine, taking down 2 lings, 2 vultures ready to do some harassment, and we are seeing a reaction from Impact, a spine being thrown down. Revealing his tech here, going lair with his first 100 gas, which I really do like, going speed with his second 100 gas. So this is, again, this is pretty much identical to what I've been doing. And an Overseer as well. Remember, Overseer in Starbow is tier 1. Is he going to go for this tumor, I wonder? And a Hydrogen blocking the way. That was really nicely done by Impact. Now these vultures, losing 1 vulture as a result of that. And it usually takes about 3 shots for a vulture to kill a drone. And blocking off the queen as well. So Impact playing much better already. I really like that. Totally shutting down 2 vultures, getting a Hydralisk den. I wonder if he actually wanted to get that Hydralisk den though, and repositioning the spine to a more favorable location. These vultures probably going to be scouting for a third. This Overseer getting a little bit of info, but not too much. Remember, when the lair isn't complete, it's not very fast, so looks like it is getting its speed just now. Maybe should have dropped a Baneling or something, or a Changeling or something, but I like how Impact is playing so far. We're not seeing any Hive Tech. Yes, we are. We're seeing a Lurker Den. So Ryuong can assume Lurker is just seeing the Hydra Den, but it was kind of conveniently timed to block off the Vulture, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'd be a bit skeptical as to what Impact was doing right now if I were Ryuong. But if we check out the Harvest account, happy to see that Impact is finally ahead in the Harvest account, as he should be at this point in the game. After he has a second base, he's had some time to drone up, stabilize, so and so, and we are seeing ventral stacks, and it's going to be followed with pneumatized carapace. Kind of weird how, what does pneumatized mean? Does that mean it's like lightweight or something, or more aerodynamic or something like that? Because it makes the overlords faster, so basically he's going to go try the whole lurker drop route again. I think he feels like the last game, or was it game number 1? I forget. I feel like the last game, dude, I don't know, dude. Follow me on stuff. Can you imagine if every single person in the world asked me if I was streaming, as opposed to just following me on social network or Twitch or even on YouTube, just looking for YouTube videos. But anyway, the lurker drops seemed like they could have worked that one game, and it looks like he's preparing for it once again. The problem is the bio just countered him so fast that he just died as he was lurker dropping. And it looks like we're seeing the exact same game, but I have to say, Impact is handling it much better. He needs to get a couple lurkers here though, because these bio forces, oh, he knows exactly what's happening. Very smart from Ryuong. He realizes the drops are coming. He realizes there's going to be an overlord in position. Oh, and there's no pneumatized carapace. I wonder if that's a mistake, or if he... Yeah, I think he just wanted to position the overlords in a perfect spot. Very intelligent play from Ryuong, though. Completely shutting down those drops. And now Impact's really got to be kicking himself for not getting that pneumatized carapace, because there's no way he can manage any drop from this location, or even sneak something else by. He was relying on that one overlord, and now that it's dead, lurker drops are in the distant future. He's still got 117 seconds. Spire on the way, third gas. No macro hatch yet. He is going some pretty expensive units, lurkers and mutas, so I don't blame him for the non-macro hatch. But eventually he's going to want them, especially once he gets saturated on his third base. So what he's got going for him right now is he's got decent tech. He's actually getting 4 Scourge, and I don't understand the purpose of getting Scourge when there's no vessels out. This isn't Brood War. The vessels, I don't think the vessels come as soon. I like this. This is pretty smart, denying any third base for a while. The bio is going to have a hell of a time pushing up that, and it's just such a roundabout way to actually circle around. It wouldn't make much sense. So pretty cool play right there. I don't think a Terran's going to be taking a third for a long time, though. But anyway, 2 Scourge. I mean, that's just 2 sets of Scourge. That's just really strange. I don't understand that. Maybe looking out for dropships. I mean, ultimately, I just assume they're for science vessels, and so he can't detect the lurkers without scan, but that's just so strange. I don't understand. Blind Scourge against a Terran that's not even close to getting science vessels. These could have been mutas, it could have been something else. Not reacting very well to his scan that was very obvious and had been sitting there for a long time. This Overseer is going to be taken down pretty easily, and here comes the pneumatized carapace with the lurker drops. Is Ryuong going to be ready for this? Third base, meanwhile, being saturated pretty well. I really like the way Impact's playing this game. He's balancing saturation, tech, and defense very nicely. And does Ryuong see this? When is he going to see this? Oh my gosh, this I was going to say this Overlord is going to go right in between. But no, here they come. Ryuong reacting to this. These lurkers are going to get into the mineral line, but there's plenty of energy for scan. And I don't see these lurkers doing a lot of damage. I'd be surprised if they even killed one Marine. It's going to get one shot off. He's going to use a scan. But man, lurkers really need that element of surprise. Oh, and this is exactly what I mean. 2 lurkers being burrowed. Oh, and he reacts just in time, removing those SCVs. But he does have to waste another scan, which isn't as detrimental in Starbow as it is in Heart of the Swarm. He does have to waste another scan eventually. And oh, and he's just going to get away. That's smart. That's smart. Impact playing much better this game than the first 2 games. Lots of lurkers on the way. Spending his money somewhat well considering his supposed unfamiliarity with this game. And this base is up and running nicely. He's got to watch out for this infantry, though. He's actually going to scout it with this drone, and I like the sling location, too. Another drop going in. No, it's a fake drop in the main. He's trying to decoy some more units. This turret's going to deny the lurkers, though, in the natural. And these drones doing pretty good damage. Lurkers coming up, and the problem with these lurkers in responding to this is they can just, these Marines can just move out of, or not move out of the way. That's a lot of dead Marines. So pretty fortunate for Impact to pick up those kills, considering... Oh, I like this. Another drop from Impact. This Overlord is not doing anything. And oh my god, so many SCVs going down. That's 12 kills. 12 kills, and not only that, there's no mining happening whatsoever. Meanwhile, Ryuong pressing the front, but there's just so many lurkers. This lurker play is really nicely done. I mean, he has to have some kind of offense with the lurkers, and so drops are really the only route. It's not like he can just walk the lurkers into the base. And he's defending with them very nicely, too. He's got 1 lurker just kind of chilling in the third. And, you know, Ryuong's really got to, like, wait on science vessels. We are seeing one science vessel on the way, so maybe those Scourge will finally see some kind of play. He's got a Lurker in the third just chilling. And while the Harvester count isn't too lopsided, you got to remember, the Harvester count for the Terran player is with a 2-base consideration, whereas with the Zerg, it's on an almost 4-base consideration. And, you know, in Starbow, you don't need as many workers to fully saturate a base. You start hitting diminishing returns, bad stuff happens, and all kinds of things. But a nice game sense slash scan, might have been a scan from Ryuong, realizing Hatchery is here. Oh, and I think he wanted to let it finish. Oh, is he going to cancel it? Impact does not cancel it. Pretty well played by Ryuong, wasting 300 minerals, or 225 minerals, I should say, from Impact. So, smart little play like that. Yes, it delays forces a bit, but it's definitely worth it. We've got one Lurker here. We've got some Overlord spread happening, just watching for any units to move out. We've got lots of Lurkers. Wouldn't be I was just going to say, wouldn't be surprised to see Defilers coming soon. We've got that Hive Tech. We saw the Viper Nest a while ago. I wonder if he transfused it, or if he even knows what transfuse does. The Queen has quite a bit of energy. Considering we have 2 Defilers, Impact looking to make a move on the front. And the problem here for Ryuong is a lot of his army is actually cut off from his natural, and this natural is going to be under siege pretty quickly here. Overlord going down. It looks like he's just waiting on the Defilers and the Consume to go in, and, you know, Lurkers with Defilers so damn good. And there's just not going to be a lot of I guess there's going to be quite a bit of Irradiate. He's got 3 Irradiates total, but look at all these Lurkers. Oh, and here come the Scourge. No, the Scourge. Oh, go, go, go. Run, run, run. This is what the Scourge were for. They were out way too early, though, which is just so strange. We are just seeing continual production of the pretty standard units from the Zerg. Terran player upgrading his bio, getting some tanks, medics, another command center finally, and these Lurkers still just chilling, and he's even getting a forward hatchery. I don't know if this is confidence or BM. He's got, oh, this is like Brood War style right here. He's got some patrolling Scourge. Does he have Dark Swarm? Yes, he does have Dark Swarm. He needs to get it right in the middle. I guess that's okay. I would have gone for... Oh, and the Scourge! Oh, destroyed one of the Science Vessels before any Irradiates can go off. That was the Science Vessel with all the energy, too. Moving on up with some more Lurkers. No Dark Swarm, though. That was kind of ballsy, man. These Marines weren't kiting very well. And we've got another Dark Swarm, and he's in the heart of the Terran Natural. Nicely played by Impact. This is what I was hoping to see the first time around. He needs to Dark Swarm his own Defilers here. He's just letting him die. He's focusing on the natural here. Lots of damage going down in the natural of the Zerg base. Oh, these Lurkers getting 16 and 6 kills. Huge. I don't know if that was an SCV transfer or what. Dark Swarm your drones, you fool. Enrage. Do something. Double prongness happening, able to get his burrowing up into the production line, and these Firebats aren't going to do jack squat, even if he does get them inside of the Dark Swarm. More rallying coming from Impact. Looks like Impact's going to take this game. I don't know what this Viking's for. Is that a panic Viking? Who knows? But there's the GG from Ryuong. These Science Vessels not doing anything. Kind of surprised me we didn't see some earlier Irradiates, but very nicely played from Impact. That's a game that you want to take notes on. Not the first 2 games, but that game. So I've got to give him credit for a really well-balanced build. Had some nice drops, had some nice defense here. Lost it a little bit towards the end there, but that's fine because, I mean, if you're so focused on killing your opponent because you know you can, you don't really have to worry about, you know, a couple bio units harassing you. And I really like these. I don't know what they killed, but they got a lot of kills. So I hope you guys enjoyed that better than the first 2 games. That's going to be it for this video. Check out Game 4. It's coming soon after this one. So thanks for watching.